Welcome back, friends. Now, we're here today because of the subject of a free 7-star. As you see, 18 hours ago, I commented that I was going to bed with 2,000 points towards the 5K goal of achieving the goal of a 7-star thing. Things going well, I was expecting to get it by tomorrow. Now, how is it that I've gotten 3,000 points plus in one day so that I can achieve my goal of a 7-star thing? Which, by the way, while we're here, let's go ahead and claim. Alright, guys. You know I like to show proof, so it is possible. 3,000 points in under 18 hours. Now, how do you do it? Here's how you do it as a free-to-play player. Today, to be honest, I went through all of the daily quest. I did the daily essentials. I 100%ed the daily catalyst harvest. And I even 100%ed the supply run for this day. After that, I still only had about 2,000 points or so. So I was wondering, how can I get in more fights outside of arena during auto fight? Because I was really digging being able to do other stuff and let the game do the fighting for me while I recouped the resources from its efforts. Now, with that in mind, it dawned on me, there's a whole place with a whole bunch of fights that I haven't even tried yet, and I'm sure that a lot of other summoners out there haven't tried these either. The back issues. Now, that's not to say that summoners out there haven't done the variant versions. Kudos to you for doing those. Now, as you see, there are 8 different back issues. One of them is tagged as classic. That's the key. This is where your free 7-star is hidden. If you are a free-to-play player, regardless of your roster, as long as you're a summoner level 60, the numbers that I'm going to be throwing at this video will apply to you. Now let's jump into it. As I mentioned, doing the dailies, knocking all those out, got me about 2,000 points or so. That also cost me about 2 of the full energy units, the item. So 70 energy right there. So 2 of those, 140. However, the first 70 came from the fact that I was fully charged up and had all my energy. It's the first time I cracked open the game all day. So there's 70 right there. Then I used up 2 more after that just to get through all the dailies. Now after that, I did have some left over because I only needed a little bit of that last one. I started going, where can I use the energy? Where can I go and fight? This is where you go to fight. Go to your back issues. Go to classic, wherein that only uses 1 energy per tile. And in this example, you see that I did 100% it using auto fight, wherein all the fights are with 2-star champions under a 300 rating. Any summoner with a roster including 3 stars and above of Saga champions any combination thereof, you're going to rock'em sock'em robots and just walk your way through this entire map. Now, with that being said, going through this map, it did cost me 56 units of energy to clear this map. Now, in that, I did have 23 fights, and I earned 460 points for clearing this map. How is it possible to get 23 fights out of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 champs? Well, if you go down the left path first, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fights by the time you're done. Now go down the middle path, you realize you have to fight some of these champs over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 15 fights right there. Just between the first two paths. We haven't even done the last path where again you have to refight Magneto, Juggernaut, and Drax, Cyclops, and Ms. Marvel. These are all duplicate fights from the last path. That's how you equal 23 fights and 460 points towards this event, just from this map. Now, keep that in mind as we move on to the second half of Chapter 1. Again, with this map is a bit more robust. It did take 75 units of energy to clear this map. So between the two maps, that's 131 units of energy. And I was also able to do 29 fights on this map. Again, there are some that you do have to fight again and again, depending on which path you're going on, as they are gatekeepers. Magneto, Magic, and Moon Knight would be examples of those gatekeepers where you have to keep repeatedly fighting them. Now, this earned me 580 points towards the event. Now, between the 460 from the last map, the 580 from this map, that's another total of 1,040 fights for just 131 units of energy. Now you're going to tell me that we only need 5,000 points to get our free 7-star. And let's check my receipts here. 5,000 points. And how do you get points? Let's look down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth line down. Win fights with Saga champions. It doesn't say with what rated champion. It doesn't say what star champion. It just says Saga champions. You get 20 points for that. So 3 stars and above, any combination you have will work. The higher up, the more rock'em sock'em and just a walk through it'll be. And you're going to tell me that if you only need 5,000 points, that between 8 options, I'm sorry, let me edit that. The trick does not work on Ultron's Assault. For whatever reason, let me go back here, Classic. This does not work on Ultron's Assault. For whatever reason, it will not allow you. Champion requirements not met. I wanted to be transparent and let you know that there are only 7 of the 8 does this work on. It does work on all of them from Deadpoolooza to Mystery in the Micro Realms. Now, with 7 options, you're telling me you can't find 5 options where you can knock out some fights and auto fight at just 1 energy per tile? Come on now. As you can tell by this event, guys, we still have 4 days, almost 5 days. Let's call it 4.5 to call it even. 4.5 days. You're telling me you can't auto fight 5 of those in the next 4 days? Throw in some arena for good measure. Heck, here's another tip. We all have our dual credits, and we're allowed 5 of those a day. Pick your strongest saga champion, go and duel the weakest person you can find, and just knock the crap out of them for 5 fights. That'll be an extra 100 points towards this goal. Guys, all these are tips and tricks that help me achieve the goal in record time. I'm sure others have beaten it prior to this. They just haven't posted their videos yet. I want to share these videos with you, as these tips and tricks have helped me achieve goals, and I want to share them with you so that your goals can also be achieved. Guys, let me wrap this up so that I can get this out to you, so that it can become useful for you, and so that you can have the time to achieve your goals. Remember, guys, this is just a video game, so have fun.